Criticism hurts. But you know what's funny? We live in a world where criticism is everywhere. Scroll through social media, open your email, walk into a meeting, somebody's always ready to tell you what's wrong with you, your work, your ideas. Sometimes even your face and body. And our first instinct? To defend. To argue. Or hide. That sting you feel in your chest? That's your brain thinking it's under attack. But here's what the Stoics knew: it's not the words that hurt you. It's the meaning you give them. 2,000 years ago, men like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus lived in a world far harsher than ours. They were emperors, senators, philosophers, and even former slaves, all under constant public judgment. Marcus ruled an empire where every decision was scrutinized by political rivals. Seneca was accused of corruption while advising one of the most unstable rulers in Roman history. Epictetus began life in slavery, where criticism was often laced with cruelty and control. And yet, these men didn't just survive criticism, they transformed it into strength. They took the same arrows that wound most of us and reforged them into armor. So why does criticism cut so deep? It's partly biology. Humans evolved in tight-knit tribes, where being accepted meant survival. Rejection, even verbal, could feel like a death sentence. That's why a single harsh comment can trigger the same stress response as a physical threat. But the Stoics noticed something powerful: the wound isn't in the words, it's in our interpretation. As Marcus Aurelius put it, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Change the way you see the criticism, and you change its power over you. The truth is, not all criticism is equal. Sometimes it's a gift. Think of a mentor saying, "Your work is solid, but your delivery is too fast." That's not an attack, that's a free lesson. Seneca believed this kind of feedback protected us from greater failures down the road. Other times, criticism is meant to wound. Like the YouTube troll typing, "You're clueless and boring." Here, Epictetus' wisdom applies: when someone criticizes you, remember they act according to their beliefs. It is they who are mistaken. Their insult tells you more about them than about you. And then there's the third kind, the misguided criticism that comes from ignorance. A relative might tell you your career choice is foolish, not because it is, but because they don't understand it. Marcus' advice here was simple: if they're mistaken, teach them gently. If they resist, accept it and move on. But how do you actually turn criticism into strength? The Stoics would start with a pause. That moment between hearing the words and reacting is everything. Marcus called it owning the option of having no opinion. In modern terms, when someone criticizes you, don't fire back. Just breathe. Even a simple "I'll think about that" buys you the space to decide what's worth keeping and what's worth discarding. Then, strip away the emotion. Write down exactly what was said, without exaggeration or tone. "They said the report was incomplete. It's very different from 'they insulted my work.'" Seneca warned that we suffer more in imagination than in reality, and this exercise proves it. From there, ask yourself 3 questions. Is it true? If true, what can I improve? If false, why does it bother me? If it's true, take action. If it's false, let it go. And if it's false but still stings, congratulations, you've found a soft spot in your ego. That's where you train. When it's time to respond, do it with clarity. Constructive criticism? Thank them and apply it. Destructive criticism? Let it drift away like smoke. Epictetus reminded his students that what upsets us is not events themselves, but our judgments about them. If you release the judgment, you release the pain. Over time, you can build what I call a criticism callus. The ability to hear feedback without it shaking your core. The Stoics didn't avoid criticism, they invited it. They practiced it. Marcus Aurelius imagined, each morning, all the difficult people he might meet that day. That way, when criticism arrived, it was expected, even welcomed. You can do the same. Ask a trusted friend to review your work and tell you what's wrong with it. It feels uncomfortable, but every round makes you stronger. Look at Marcus again, an emperor accused of weakness for showing mercy. Did he lash out? No. He lived so consistently with his values that time itself cleared his name. Seneca, accused of greed, didn't waste his breath on angry denials. Instead, he wrote essays on the dangers of wealth, turning his accuser's weapon into a tool for teaching. In our own time, think of someone like Elon Musk. Whether you admire him or not, he's often said he listens for the signal in the noise, searching criticism for any piece of truth that can make his work better. This is the Stoic secret: criticism is a mirror. Sometimes it reflects a flaw you can fix. Sometimes it reflects nothing about you at all, only the fears, insecurities, or ignorance of the one holding it. In either case, you win, because you get to choose how to use it. Epictetus gave the clearest filter: if evil be said of you, and it be true, correct yourself; if it be a lie, laugh at it. That's the choice you have every time someone speaks against you: correction or laughter. No bitterness. No grudges. Just growth or freedom. Criticism will follow you everywhere, at work, online, in your relationships. You can let it shrink you, or you can let it sharpen you. The Stoics faced it all: envy, lies, public shame, and proved one thing: no one can truly harm you without your consent. Master criticism, and you master yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more Stoic wisdom.